Possibly you're going to lane against Sand King? Sand King? Yeah, I think Sand King. Next assassin will give you everything. Yeah, but not the sustained DPS. That's a problem with the next assassin. No sustained DPS. Where's the match ID? Yeah. Ah, it's actually Pangolier. Okay. So you're going to play against Pangolier. But here to me, this is what the fuck is this? It's going. He went for the into level 1. Now I don't know if he can actually go for the actual lane. That's why I make Battle Fury next assassin. That's nice. That's innovative. New meta. So yeah, let's see your laning. I like your creep control in here, like this. But yeah, nice creep equilibrium for now. But the problem, do you see the problem in here? At this point, do you see any problem right now? Because if I'm the TA, I'll be mad right now. Do you have any idea why you should be mad right now? Any idea? Zed. No idea? You're not replying, Zed. What happened? Are you still here? EXP. Exactly. What's in it for you? If you're behind the experience against Pangolier, if you're behind level 6, or if the Pango get faster level 6 than you, you're in big trouble. Not just you, but also with your team. Can I change my phone? Battery low? Yeah, go for it. Are we going to pause the game or still keep on talking on it? Is it going to take a lot of time or what? Be right back. So I guess we can still talk about it, right? I mean, later on I will upload the analysis on the YouTube as well, like what I did with the other guys in here, like a raw video. I He will run to buy new. No, not new phone. Uh, I think he's going to change phone or change battery. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, you're back. Okay, let's go for it. So yeah, you should be mad at this Jakiro because he stole some of the experience in your lane, and if your TA not was unable to get like level 6 early on, like the traps are really helpful for the TA to one, dominate the lane, have a kill potential on the Pangolier because of the slow that it will give and also the damage. Two, you can scout potential ganks from the enemy. Like you can put trap in here or here. Scout if the Miranda will gank you. And three is for the rune control as well. And four, you can use the traps to stack ancients. You can use the traps to stack ancients as well, because that will aggro, that will damage them, right? So there's a lot of that's why you need to prioritize getting level 6 as TA. It can give you kill potential with a slow damage as well, rune control, scout enemies, potential ganks, and stacking ancients. 4 things at once. Psionic trap right there. And yeah, let's see how it goes in here. So far so good when it comes to the last hitting. But if possible, here, let's say it here. I won't be angry because blame someone. True. But yeah, if possible, you need to side blades to the Pangolier. Yeah, like this. Keep doing it. I like it. Nah, you shouldn't. Another thing, never attack the enemy directly. Why? Because the enemy has armor. 8 armor right now. Okay? 8 armor on the Pangolier. 8 fucking armor on Pango. And if you attack the enemy, the Crips will aggro you. will attack you and destroy the refraction charges, like what happened in here. At this point, let's show it here one more time. You aggroed, you attack the Pango. Here. Gone. Immediately gone. Right? And now he can freely attack you because it's proccing as well. So, the solution to that is instead of directly attacking the Pangolier, keep using the Side Blades because this one is fucking pure damage. Pure damage, Zed. Pure. So, if you attack this melee creep which only have 2 armor, and you Side Blades it to the Pangolier, since this guy has less armor, the damage is significantly higher compared to attacking the Pango directly. Because it's going to be physical damage, right? It's going to be physical. But if you go for the Side Blades, it's going to be pure. The armor of the Pangolier, like the 11 armor in here, it's going to be useless. Because it's fucking pure damage. You get my point? I mean, TA is one of my successful heroes. So I really know how it works. What? Meld? Level 3? Why? If you're going to go for meld and then refraction, you're going to consume a lot of mana in this particular lane. And it's fine because you're going for the bottle, right? It's perfectly fine. But the problem here is that you are focusing so much on fighting the Pango, although you can do it with the Side Blades and just right clicks. You know, right click, Side Blades. You don't need to directly confront the Pango, and he will receive less damage. What was the MMR? Yeah, I forgot to put it in here. The MMR of this guy. This is Crusader 1. Let me put it in here real quick. I'm sorry. Thanks for telling me that. Crusader 1. Just the A. Here we go. So yeah, instead of trying to attack this Pango, make use of the Side Blade. And if you keep using the Side Blades, you are not going to be harassed by those creeps. And you are not going to, you know, to lose all of your absorbed charges with the refraction. Right here, you're really confronting this Pango. And you're getting harassed by just creeps. You need to realize that you're a ranged hero. And ranged hero doesn't have a damage block compared to the melee heroes. So every attack that you're receiving is basically only the armor that will prevent or that will reduce the damage. Just keep going for the Side Blades. And in that way, if you keep going on the Side Blades, Zed, you will naturally be able to push out the lane. You will push out the lane, and then after you push out the lane, you can go in here. Okay? Because Templar Assassin, just with 2 points of the refraction, you can easily go jungle. Go jungle. You just need to focus on farming instead of fighting this Pango. You have your time to fight this Pango off later, but not right now. You just need to focus on your farm. Focus on your farm. Focus on your timing. The TA is item or timing dependent. Levels, items, you know. Yeah, you really love playing against the guy. Please no. Stop it. Bottle. Refraction. And then you even went for the 2-1-2 build. Not optimal. I would see some point in time that TA will go for meld level 1 or level 2, level 3. Only if they have spells that they're going to dodge or disjoint. Something like Shadow Strike on the Queen of Pain. But if we're talking about Pangolier, in which all of his spells is ground spell, basically, the Swashbuckle, it's not gonna help you at all. So we got Fracture level 6, it's still good. Because of the deny and the harassment. But look at your last hits. Playing support TA. Of course, it's a support. It's not support. I'm going to fight. You're getting harassed now. Ah, yeah, he's attacking you from the low ground. Maybe it's warded. So look at your net worth. 2.4. I mean, the CS at 27. It's bad to me because we're talking about TA. The side blades are really good for farming. Yeah, after clearing this wave, go here. Why are you standing in there? No, don't stand. Push out the lane and then go for the perp wave for the new shells. Farm. Yeah, like this.
Much like cordwood before axe's axe.
You haven't hit any neutral creeps. What if you played TA and then you got countered by Viper? And then you keep doing this, like static laning. It's not really gonna help you in the long run. You need to be more creative when it comes to your farming. It doesn't matter if you actually leave the lane to the Pangolier, since the Pangolier cannot really kill you easily. But you need to get faster items, and then once you get faster items like Desolator, Dragonlance, you can easily fight anyone in his team. And you're a mid hero, which means you're so strong in the mid game. And how can you be so strong in the mid game if you haven't even completed your core item at this point? 9 minutes in, 3k only. Although you dominated the Pangolier, but I'm not going to coach the Pangolier. I'm going to coach your TA and see opportunities for you. He can leave. He did not leave. Maybe he's out of charges. Keep farming, yeah. Keep farming. And also, you need to maximize the limit of the traps. Okay? It says here 5 max traps, level 1. So, keep using it. Either in the lane or in the room. Keep using it. And you're holding... Wait, why possess mask? I mean, there's better neutral item that you could take, like for your team. Possess mask is good on Tide. I would go for the Ironwood tree if I were you. The TA. Because you need the stats to get more mana pool and then HP pool. And those stats is gonna help you fight later. I mean, the next set of neutral item is gonna come like 17 minutes. Hopefully by that time you have like your Desolator. So those stats is not needed because you're high level already. Raging Rune. Yeah, maximize the trap count. Good. Traps. Yeah, I like this now. You are doing it now, like push out the wave, and then go to the jungle, pressure mid tower, that's nice. The question is, what will you do after this? Go to the Ancients, I guess? Yeah? Keep farming, yeah? Stack. You can actually double stack right there. 53, 55. 55 in the large camp. You can double stack. I can do it with every range hero, since I'm a support player, you know. You're TPing. Okay. Ravage used. And no detection. Fight is over. I think the problem with this engagement is that you are lacking on the info. What do I mean by you're lacking with the info? Here, before you even TP, right? Before you even TP, you could scout your team's potential. Like, do they have detection? Do they have spells? But here, even though you're just attacking your neutral creeps in here, you did not even bother to look into the lane. Okay, if I'm the one playing your TA right now, after I issued an attack in here, I will look around here like right now. And if I think that I should TP right now, I will abandon this fucking creeps right now. I'll abandon it because you need to be in there, right? They're getting engaged, right? That's the point. But no, it didn't happen. You didn't scout it, and then after you check the bottom, you just immediately TP. And here at this point, they already used the Rolling Thunder, Sand King already in Sandstorm, Pango in here, Moonlight Shadow, and nothing else happened, right? So you basically went in there just to go for the Dazzle, which to me is not really worth it. It's not worth it, right? Because it's only Dazzle, and then here you're going to kill the Sand King as well, and that's it. And during the whole process, the Alchemist is actually free farming, and at the same time your Spectre died, which is really nice for them because their carry is not contested, and they are actually getting more in those fights that happen. So it's not a good trade. If you manage to scout it like much sooner, like you even here at this point, or when you're attacking that neutral camp right there, if you manage to scout it much earlier, you would know if it's worth it or not. And if it's not worth it, just leave it as it is. Focus on farming your Desolator. And if that's what happened in there, possibly the Spectre is not going to die as well. And you will not be able to bait your team as well into fighting. Because since you're just playing in there, possibly you can rotate to top and then push it. And yeah, you still want to defend. You're actually so close with your Desolator. Maybe finish your Deso instead of chasing this guy. Although you have 400 golds. And you're going to die. So not worth it again, right? You stop your item timing again. And you need to put in your mind as well that this is a fight where you don't have Hunt. You don't have Hunt because he just used it earlier. This is a mistake when it comes to gauging the potential of your team and to the enemy. You don't assess the risk of your movement in here. If you're going to TP to the bottom, you'll be trapped, and they can go on you. But if you just keep on farming, let them die. Once you have Desolator, you'll be much stronger than this. Not like this. You're still not ready to fight because you still need your Desolator. And if they killed you again, it will be delayed once more. You don't have Ravage, you have Hunt. Enemy is just diving, which is nice for you. And yeah, you got your Desolator. Congrats. Although it only happened because the enemy is stupidly going into you. But in reality, in higher MMR, it's not gonna happen. And yeah, the enemy is still strong. Even though you managed to kill their Sand King, they're still strong. So, your timing of the Desolator is not being the best at this point because you're not even using it for aggressiveness. Although your team managed to win the fight, but you did not contribute to anything in that. The enemy just overstayed and your team just punished them. And where are you going? You want to fight again? Yeah? Why are you farming? If you want to fight again. You have your Desolator, right? And now you are actually contesting this Spectre's farm. What's the farm of the Spectre? Blade Mail. Into what? So the question is, why you are contesting in the Spectre? Here at this point, Zed, you can see that the enemy is actually sticking together in here, and then they're going to kill your Tidehunter, although there's nothing that you can do about it. But the problem here is that what you did next, if you're going to go to the mid lane, you basically stole farm for this Spectre, right? Because this one is not contested in the top area of the map. Because the enemy is playing in here as well, so if you actually play in the top lane, it's gonna be free for you. Until Alchemists respond, you need to back off. But if the Alchemist is still dead, you should push this lane, creeps, and then go jungle in here. And in that way, you are not going to contest the Spectre. And another thing is that you don't need to defend mid lane. This is tier 2 that we're talking about. Pango, Mirana, Dazzle, and then Sand King. They are not great pushers. Alright, so I don't know what you are trying to achieve in here. Like, you are greedily taking the ancients right now, where you can just push out the lane for the meantime, and then access the large camp, like farm aggressively, you know? Because if you just leave it as it is, maybe the Spectre will farm it, and he will get something. But now you're contesting to the Spectre, even though you just completed your Desolator. So I wonder what will happen here next. You're still gonna... I really thought that you're going to contest again with the Spectre. That's your position 1, by the way, that you're contesting with. And you just let the... You let the Tidehunter take the proper farm on the top lane. And they just leave the top, right? So just imagine if you play top. Possibly you've taken the tower. And you get a lot of farm. Not like this. You're playing alone, you're playing blind. You don't have Haunt. Although you have Tidehunter, but the enemy know that Tidehunter TP to top. Right? Tidehunter TP to top. Enemy knows it. Because he just dead. He just died and then he immediately go to top. He TP'd, for sure. So instead of trying to fight, like being out of place, if you look about the minimap, maybe you will not do this thing again. Nah, they're gonna kill the Alchemist. BKB used, which is actually nice. So after the BKB, what can you do about it though? Yeah, you can pursue this guy. Go for it. And after killing the Alchemist, what will happen next? What will happen next? And you're going to contest with this Spectre again. Dude, if I'm your Spectre, I'll be mad at you. I'll be fucking mad at you, bro, Zed. You're contesting too much for this Spectre. You don't even realize the net worth deficit. You're 10k net worth, he is 7.5. Well, I cannot blame you though. You're not checking the items of your teammates, so I guess that's why you're so clueless about their net worth. Here at this point, before that, let's put it in here. There's something that I actually want to do in here. If I'm the TA in here, okay? If I'm the TA in here, there's a lot of things that you can do. First, since there's no Alchemist 60 seconds, you should push together. You should push together. Alchemist is dead 60 seconds, right? No BKB as well. And all of you are here, and then you still have Ravage. And you have Arcane Boots, so mana is not a problem with this guy. And this guy, not having any mana issues. So, after killing the Alchemist, I would suggest that you play together in here. Take this tower instead. Okay? Take the tower instead. Because if you're not going to take tower, you're not going to limit the area of farm for your enemy. So here, what happened is that both of you TP'd. You did not abuse the fact that you still have Ravage and you are going to play 4 versus 5. And you are activated already with the Desolator and Dragonlance, right? The Aghanims will not completely change the game at this point of the game. You're still strong. You guys are, especially UTA, you're so strong. And think about it this way. The 16k net worth hero of the enemy, like the safe lane, is out of the game. You are going to play against heroes like Sand King, Pango, Mirana, and then Dazzle, and then look at their net worth. It's kind of even, right? You can easily win the fight because you are 5. Even though you're behind from the enemy, like 11k, it's because of the Alchemist. That's why it has like 11k in here. 4 versus 5 spells. Even though it's on cooldown, but he is in here, I think you will win the fight if you force the issue in the bottom. And another thing is, yeah, Poodles. He's actually right about it. You can solo Roshan. You can do solo Roshan as well. But if you go for solo Roshan though, you are not going to take any objectives after that. If you go for solo Roshan, the best course of action is take the top tier 1 and then play with your team. That's the best course of action. So I'm telling you your options. Like after killing the alchemist, clearly you didn't make the right choice. But I hope that in the next games that you have, you're not gonna commit the same mistakes like this. Two heroes dead? Yeah. Oh, even though there's no Spectre, right? You just need to use your spells. Ravage, you're so strong. But yeah, classic Crusader game, classic low MMR game. After killing hero, back to farming. They're not taking any objectives. Like this is 3 versus 5, right? You could probably get tier 1 bottom in there. There's so many opportunity for you to take objectives. Like after winning the fight in here, instead of wait, let's wait for the pause in here. What the fuck is taking too long? I want to draw some lines. Okay, I want to draw some lines in here. So here, okay, after you win a fight, the enemy, they only have Dazzle and then Sand King, right? Basically, they don't have any way of fighting you back. So instead of going back in here and then farming safely, you should go like this and then farm aggressively, because you know for sure that if they fight, they will lose the engagement because they are outnumbered. This is their mid. This is their position 4, right? They're going to lose the fight at that point. So you guys are playing too passive for me. And what about here? What time is it? 8:24. It feels like he reconnected. And here, I don't know. I mean, this is actually a free win if the alchemist keeps disconnecting. This is gonna be a free win. But if the alchemist is not disconnected, I am sure that you are going to lose this game. Just with the aggressiveness alone, like the positioning alone. Why you're pinging the Mirana? You should go. You have Aegis. You have Aegis, you have Haunt. Even if you don't have Ravage, since you have Aegis, you just need to be in the front and then you guys can turn around with the Ice Path. Ice Path and then Azure Lens. Soulbind, Inkswell, Silence. You guys are so strong. You don't need to go like this, like defensive. Safe farming again? You went for Aghanims, but you're forgetting the Psionic Traps. You only have like 3 counts at this point. This is max 11 now. Right? This is one of the biggest problems of your TA, I think. You're not fully utilizing the spell or the skills that you have as TA. With the laning, side blades, yes. Mid game, it's the traps. Did you guys know that damage under do not block, which is under 5? Like 5 physical, 5 magical, or any 5 damage. Or with Venom though, it's not gonna work because it's not considered as actual damage from the hero. Since it's a damage from the it's a debuff, it's not working as it is. 3 versus 5, go for it. Even though you don't have spells. You're losing the fight. Yeah, you're gonna lose the fight now. You got too cocky. Okay. Get the arcane rune maybe? Why not? You got blind, bro. There's an arcane rune in front of you. Should take it. So if you TP to... Wait. So how many traps you have? You actually went for Aghanims, okay? So that means it's gonna be your main mobility because you didn't go for Blink Dagger or Hurricane Pike in this game. And then you're going for BKB right after. Okay. But this is really a problem. The traps, bro. You need to abuse it. Like, the enemy is not even buying sentries to clear your traps. The enemy don't have gem. Your team doesn't have any envy, like Glimmer Capes. So, I didn't even see that the enemy cleared your traps. Even here, even this one, it has been standing for the longest time, right? The enemy are not clearing your traps. You can easily use it to clear the wave, let's say bottom wave. You plant a lot of traps in here. And then clear the creep wave. And then you can play mid, top, and then if someone is isolated in here, you go for the projection and then kill the hero. Right? Traps. So if you buy magic resist enough, rocket brush won't destroy your faction shields. As far as I know, any damage that you will take, it will really consume charges on the refraction, as far as I know. But there are special type of damage that it will not be effective. One example is the Orb of Venom, Corrosive Orb of Corrosion. Those kind of it's very rare, you know. It's very specific. And the problem about Dota 2 is that everything that you are going to see in the game, it's not totally true, or it's not totally limited to that, you know. There's a lot of things that you need to see or even to learn based on experience alone. But yeah, it's totally in beta, I could say. And you're going to die, yeah. You don't have BKB. That's kind of salty. Like, you don't have vision. In a team fight, even though you see the alchemist like very low, you still need to be careful if you don't have BKB. One thing is that the disarm from the Pangolier. If you get disarmed, you will not do any damage because your TA, your right click. Okay, you can only do damage with the slow on the ulti. And Sand King's magical. He can still go on you and then burn your charges on the refraction. And Epicenter, of course, it's still gonna do a lot of damage. So, yeah, I think it's more of a map thing in this game and priority on the targets. Like, you got your Aghanims for quite some time now, and I don't see the impact right now. You're not even that close into farming with the alchemist. And you're not even able to pressure any lane because after you project to the bottom, you immediately go back to the fight. Grimstroke dead. Tidal Hunter dead. So you should go for projection in the top lane and then pressure. Why you're bothering into defending yourself? This is gonna be the same thing with the earlier analysis that I did. Or why you're defending the high ground, huh? Why you're defending it? For sure, you can go for Psionic Trap in here or projection. Push the top, and you still have vision about them, right? You still have info about them. They're still sticking to the mid lane. But if you're going to pressure them in here, someone has to TP in there. And if you're going to push the tower, for sure you'll be able to use the refraction charges. And looking into the enemy's draft, like how can they kill you? They need Sand King, they need Mirana, they need Pangolier. Because if it's only Alchemist that will show into your face, you can easily go for BKB in there and then TP out. Or just project, you know? You should not be trapping yourself in here and then preventing you from farming. You have the info that enemy is here. Like this, you should be doing this split push. So Alchemist is here. Basically, there are 4 heroes in here. You should fight. They just destroyed your observer wards in here. You should fight right now. Fight right now. You're so strong. Alchemist is out. Where's your TA? Holy fucking shit. You're so far from the fight. This is actually opportunity for you to take. Like, the Alchemist is just running back to mid. If you saw that opportunity, it's fucking game over. So here. Here. Look at here. Project. Project to bottom. Alchemist showed up. Right? Alchemist showed up. And your team is actually ready. The Tide Hunter is respawning soon. And then you TP it back. You don't need to fucking TP back to lane. You're full. You're almost full HP and mana. Now you need to run back to the mid lane. And it's too late now. Alchemist is running back to mid. Regrouping. If you're going to play from behind, you need to be keen with those opportunities, because those opportunities will never come back. And you still have info that they're in mid. They just destroyed your observer, and then Alchemist TP top, right? Alchemist doesn't have boots of travels. You didn't even refill your bottle? Yeah, you keep going back, even though they're still in the mid. Why are you so afraid? You have BKB. If they need to kill you, they need to have like perfect stun. Mirana, Sand King, and then roll. They need to have perfect stun. Because if you will not get chain stunned, you can cast this projection and then you're out. I TP back because wanted to fight? I don't think so. It doesn't show like this. At least based on the action of your team and also your perspective. You TP it back. If you want to fight, you should TP to the tier 3 tower, not into the base. So yeah, I feel like the enemy will be disconnected for the longest time in here. And I'm thinking that there's very limited thing that we can learn from here because of disconnection from the enemy. Mirana reconnected when the fight is over. You even project in the mid. You're too far. Casual Hood is enough, but they want to have the TA go for Hood of Defiance? Just go for BKB. Cloak. Yeah, it's fine if you go for Cloak. For the magical thing. This is actually your time to shine. Like get the Roshan, get the shard as well. I actually like the shard in the TA because not only it will give you additional charges on the traps, but it will also give you vision and silence on the enemies. Boring King Bar. You're so close with the Daedalus. Maybe project now top, yeah. But before you project the top, you need to leave a trap into the bottom. Aside from this, and yeah, you're going to fight, I guess. Go for it. Ah, you didn't buy the Demon Edge. So you guys actually managed to make a comeback in here because of the disconnection of the Mirana and then good fight and Aegis. That's a really bad Ravage, by the way. No vision, still want to fight. Okay, trying to go on Pango, but why? Why do you want to go on Pango? Pango is so damn hard to kill. Especially if you use this shield crash and then you're getting disarmed non-stop. Get out. Project. Project out. Project out. And then reset. Nah, you're good. You can actually project out, right? Project out and then reset. It's only I don't know. The fight is so bad. You don't need to worry yourself about the Pangolier. Because after the roll, the Pangolier is not actually interested into fighting. But since his team managed to clean up your team, the Pango came back because you, as a TA, only rely on physical damage. And he got lucky that in the swashbuckle, you got disarmed. So you're basically useless at that point. especially when you don't have the BKB. Maybe go for the yeah, you have the meld dispels, which is nice. Refraction charges, yeah. Evasion, which is nice. But you lost the fight, and you're basically waiting for the enemy to commit mistakes again in here. Maybe if the enemy will overstay. This is impatient from the tide. If the Spectre is in there, maybe he could get more. Psionic, yeah. Nice projection. Taking the double damage. Spell Prism, it's nice. But what's next? So the enemy is down 3 versus 5. No buyback on Sand King. You don't have Ravage and Haunt. That's the problem. You should take this opportunity to actually control the map for now. Don't try to go high ground. Don't do anything funny. Because you cannot go on the high ground right now. They're actually trying, and you don't have Trap in there, which is a bad thing. Force buyback on Dazzle, which is nice. Rune versus Rune. Invisibility, okay. And please abuse this trap count. You have a lot of mana, right? Max trap's 11, but actually it's 15 now. It's not updated in the tooltip in here. You have shard. Holy shit, 3 bounties. Why would you walk around the map? Yeah, I don't know. He keeps forgetting the limit on the traps. It's 15 now, but you're only using like half of them. And yeah. Haha, wrong. I think there's the voice chat on the Spectre, like silver tier. The wrong thing, and then I don't understand the thing. So yeah, you basically just need to stick together with Haunt and then Ravage, and then if you don't have both spells, you just farm split push. Still learning TA. Okay. I feel like we're not going to get anything here in this particular game because the game will be just process. Like, it will just proceed, you know, naturally. And you guys are still doing the same thing over and over again. You're just waiting for the enemy to commit mistakes. You're not forcing them to commit mistakes, because that's a very different thing. Good players will actually create those opportunities rather than waiting for those opportunities. So that's the biggest problem in here. Do you have any questions though? Just want to make sure. Aghanim is good on Spectre, and double damage, by the way. I don't know why you're not scouting the runes. The double damage is fucking good in the late game. Check the ending, it was good. Like, that's here. So here, you're just basically sieging high ground. An enemy is dead. MKD. BKB. If you want to kill this Pangolier, you need to commit the BKB if he is rolling. What? What the fuck? Why you guys are so bad when it comes to siege? Here, look at the damage that you're dealing. And don't forget, your physical damage, right? So if the Pangolier is rolling, since he doesn't, he needs to shield crash in order to proc the lucky shot. But if you're going to use BKB right now, look at the fucking damage right here. He's almost half HP. At this point, if you just go for the BKB right now, you could kill this guy because you will not be stunned. You will not be stopped. And instead of going for the Mirana, go on Sand King. Why are you going on Mirana? Mirana is a support. The Mirana's damage compared to Sand King's damage, I will go for Sand King any day. Sand King will do more damage than Mirana in the late game. Unless the Mirana is core that has a lot of items like right click. Look at the items of the Mirana. Right? Defensive, defensive, defensive. Defensive. Fucking defensive. This one, look at here. Shiva, Heart, Sandstorm, the Blind Talent as well. You're missing all of your attacks. I'll go for Sand King. But yeah, you should go and Spangle here. You're dead, no buyback. I think you will buy back in here. This is the thing that you're talking about, right? Don't tell me you're going to split push. Hurricane Pike. Shallow Grave. Let me check out the tier one more time, Zed. Hurricane Pike. If you use Hurricane Pike right now, you will start dishing out the damage. If buyback, okay, buyback here. He will go for Blink and then Ravage, right? Look at you. He's stunned. And he's almost in your attack range. And you only managed to hit him once while stunned. But if you go for Hurricane Pike, possibly you'll be able to do like 2 attacks in there. And instead of playing defensive at that point, maybe try to burst the Alchemist at that point much sooner. Because in that way, since the Dazzle has been stunned as well, the Dazzle won't be able to use a Shallow Grave. And yeah, they mess up in here, big time. They did not stop you from attacking. And then the Spectre. Well, reserving the Hurricane Pike actually saves the day in that engagement, but I think that if you use the Hurricane Pike much earlier for aggressiveness on the Hurricane Pike, I think it will not be prolonged like that. Like the Alchemist surviving, I don't think Alchemist will survive in there. You'll be able to burst the Alchemist right there, I think. So yeah, it's not gonna happen like that. Or maybe it's your adrenaline or your rush in there that is stopping you from properly using your spells and then dishing out damage. And what the fuck is this? I don't know what you're doing, bro. Like you go for trap in the you went for trap in the rune box. And then you get surprised why you're not in there, right? And then you will look at your hero. Ta-da! Surprise! I'm in the rune right now. Fuck this shit, bro. It's a good thing that the Panga and the Alchemist is actually dead. No buyback, but that kind of mistake in the late game, it's kind of game losing, you know? That's why you said crazy ending, right? Because your team managed to win without you in there. Because you're in the fucking rune. You're in the fucking river. Getting haste? You didn't even get haste, to be fair. TA is broken? No, it's not. If it... the alchemists don't know what we saw. So that's why he's saying it's broken. But in reality, it's not fucking broken. I don't know, man. Like, I don't understand that. Why would you go for that? I think you're trying to use your ulti in there, and then it didn't cast, and then you casted the projection, and then you went to the river.